69 gas turbines, trailer-mounted called temporary and installed to feed xAI's rapidly expanding AI operation near Memphis. Mississippi says the machines qualified as mobile sources. The NAACP and local plaintiffs say they were a power plant operating without the permits a power plant should need. I expose the hidden cost of big tech every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And this one matters because xAI says all 69 turbines are leaving. The fine print says the last ones can remain until July 2027. Across the state line, xAI built Colossus, the computing system behind Grok, at remarkable speed. But servers need electricity, and grid connections and permanent power plants can take years. So xAI's affiliate installed trailer-mounted natural gas turbines at 2875 Stanton Road in South Haven. Think of them as a power shortcut. Switch on the AI now, build the permanent plant later. The argument is over what that shortcut allowed xAI to skip. Mississippi treated each trailer-mounted turbine as mobile if it stayed attached to its portable unit and remained on site for no more than 12 months. That meant no separate stationary source permit for the temporary fleet. The plaintiffs put it more simply. The trailer had wheels, but the power plant stayed put. The later state order says xAI added pollution controls to 14 turbines. Plaintiffs say those protections should have been required before the fleet began operating. No court has issued a final ruling on that dispute. Now watch the word temporary stretch. The plaintiffs counted 18 turbines by late August 2025, then 27, then 33. Local reporting documented 46. Mississippi's July order finally listed 69. This is the wow moment, the 69 turbine flip book. One date at a time, the screen fills with machinery. Then every machine gets an exit date. The last two dates are July 14, 2027. The order also blocks new mobile turbines after July 15, 2026 and requires xAI to report which units have been shut down. At the 27 turbine stage, the NAACP filing estimated at least 495 megawatts of combined capacity, roughly enough to power 400,000 homes. That comparison belongs to the plaintiffs, and it applies to those 27 turbines. The fleet included different models, so multiplying it across all 69 would be misleading. But the human scale point is simple. This was not a backup generator behind a warehouse. It was utility scale power assembled beside neighborhoods. Public filings place homes within half a mile of the site and an elementary school about a mile away. The actual aerial view makes that proximity hard to miss. Industrial land in the middle, rooftops on both sides. Residents describe a constant industrial hum that can follow them indoors. One resident's published readings range through the 40s and 60s inside his home and into the 70s outside. Those are his reported measurements, not an official site-wide noise study. That reconstruction cannot reproduce what every neighbor hears. It can show why the word noise undersells a mechanical tone that does not leave when a news clip ends. xAI says monitoring shows local air meets or exceeds EPA standards and says it is adding emissions controls, sound walls, silencers, and quieter equipment. Plaintiffs say permitting should have secured protections and public input before the fleet was built. That is the real conflict. Who gets information, protection, and a voice before industrial infrastructure arrives next door? Then the Justice Department moved to intervene and dismiss one lawsuit. Washington says private litigation should not dictate how the executive branch enforces federal law, especially when AI power touches energy security and national defense. The plaintiffs say citizen lawsuits are the safety valve Congress created when regulators do not act. The local question became a national one. Who gets to slow the AI build-out, and what proof do they need before they do it? xAI's July 30th announcement points to an agreed order covering all 69 temporary turbines. Some units leave quickly. Many run into spring 2027. The final units reach July 14th, 2027. The order requires testing on 14 controlled turbines and regular reports to the state. The rest of the monitoring detail matters, but the calendar is the part residents will live with. Both descriptions can be true. The fleet now has an enforceable exit, and that exit is not immediate. Here is the truth bomb. Removing 69 temporary gas turbines does not mean xAI is leaving gas power behind. The company says a permitted 1.2 gigawatt plant with 41 permanent turbines will replace them. The lasting story is not just whether one temporary exemption was legal. It is how AI's demand for speed can put industrial infrastructure beside homes before the public has finished debating the temporary version. When the trailers leave, the physical cost does not disappear. It changes form, receives a permit, and becomes part of the landscape. Should a trailer-mounted power fleet receive a mobile source exemption while a permanent plant is built? Or should full permitting come first? Tell me where you draw the line. If you want investigations that follow AI beyond the chatbot to the air, water, land, power, and people, subscribe to Silicon Valley's Thirst Trap now. Then watch the Hidden AI Water Bill. Nobody wants to show you because the next cost may be flowing through pipes instead of turbines.